Shalom. I want to start off by giving all honor, all glory, all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rokaha, Quadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and double honors to the elders, prophets, and teachers who rule well and taught us this 100% truth. Those elders and teachers are the men of great millstone for me, okay? Because that's who I've learned under. Nevertheless, let's jump straight into this video, man. So we have a black rainbow in front of you. Let's play the video. This was shared by one of the Akim, right? It's a lot. Let me grab my headsets because definitely don't have them on. All right, now Salaki about that. Let's go ahead and play this video. Here we go.
I was saying that in between both of them, it's dark. It's totally different. I've never in my life seen a rainbow like that. Never. Look at that. Where are the angels?
Salaki accidentally paused the video, but nevertheless, as you heard what he said, man. The black rainbow. He's like, "Where's the angels?" Because they think this is a portal, but this is nothing but an omen, man. Just like the eclipse. Just like the eclipse that happened, that the eclipse that came and made an X on America, it was marking America for destruction, man, because America is Babylon, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And this place has to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, which is going to be that lake of fire for those who are in the know. Okay, so that's what's coming. But this dude is under the assumption that that there's angels supposed to be coming out of this portal. Nevertheless, let's grab something real quick. I got it pulled up. I asked Google, I said, what does black represent in the Bible? And this is an important question, right? In the Bible, the black is primarily associated with darkness, mourning, and death, often symbolizing judgment, sin, and suffering, right? Judgment. It is also used to represent famine, affliction, and even the absence of God's light. Or revelation. That's beautiful. However, in some contexts, it can also represent the mystery or hidden aspect of God. Now we drop down, right? Drop down to famine, because it said it represents famine, and that's what I want to touch on. Black is represented the physical consequences of famine, such as a paler of those suffering from hunger. Lamentations 5 and 10. Let's get that. Lamentations chapter 5, verse 10. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. Now, this is something that happens. Your skin gets darker when you're going through a famine. But this is an omen in the sky. So when you see that black, right, we're going to connect it. Okay. When you see that black, go back to that black in the middle of the rainbow, we're going to connect that to what this could be an omen to. Because this almond is going to be representing something that's going to happen, most likely. Okay. Now, let's get what causes the black rainbow. Because the black rainbow is just a natural phenomenon that happens, right? A black rainbow is not a scientifically accurate term for a naturally occurring phenomenon. Rainbows are formed by the refraction and reflection of sunlight through water droplets, and they consist of the colors of the visible light spectrum. Black, however, represents the absence of light, so it cannot be a part of a rainbow. The term black rainbow is sometimes used to describe a dark area between a primary and secondary rainbow, which is known as Alexander's band, according to Wikipedia. It can also be a metaphor for something elusive or unattainable. Beautiful. Let's get these etymologies of these two words real quick. Elusive. Start with elusive, right? Elusive, hard to grasp or confine, hard to grasp, man. Okay? Hard to get. Unobtainable, not to be gained or reached. So something that's is hard to grasp and not able to be gained or reached. Okay? And what is it? What could this be going into, man? What's going to be hard to grasp and hard to obtain and reach in these last days? That's going into the famine of the word, man. The famine of the word. Let's grab that. Okay, we got the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, not a famine of food, man, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. He's going to cause a famine, and his prophets are not going to be out there on the highways and byways teaching anymore, nor are you going to be able to find them on the internet. You're not going to be able to find this word, man. And then guess what? That means what? Those doors of mercy is most likely going to be closed for you, man. So if you put off from day to day, if you put off from day to day serving Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, you're going to reap what you sow, man. Let's get that. Make no tarrying. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. You understand that? So do not bullshit this, man. Do not sit there and put it off. Well, I'll worship Yahweh another day, man. I still got time. Just let me live my life a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna turn. No. You're going to be destroyed, man. We don't have time to bullshit. We really don't. Okay? Let's go back to what causes it, right? Just recenter that. Good. Right? The term black rainbow is sometimes used to describe the dark area between a primary and secondary rainbow, which is known as Alexander's band, according to Wikipedia. It can also be a metaphor for something elusive or unattainable, man. Now, what's beautiful is if we go into, let's get an image of of this black rainbow, man. More close-up image of it. Boom. Got it in front of you, right? And there's plenty of space and open field for you to look. Now, you see the left side of this rainbow, right, is dim. You can faintly see the rainbow, but it's dim. Then it goes to the darkness, right? And then you get that light, that full rainbow at the end. Don't you think this could be representing something? This beginning, right? Dark and hard to see, hard to grasp. So this is the remnant that are going to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and keeping his will and keeping his doctrine, man. This is going to be your remnant. They're going to have this. They're going to be pushing out this truth. Okay? Then the famine of the word's going to come in, and that's going to be taken away from you. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to be taking the prophets away, as in silencing their mouths so they won't preach. Then that full darkness is going to come in. Then those of you who don't have light, you're going to realize that you never had it, man. That's when you're going to realize, like, oh, man, I should have listened to those prophets. And you're going to go out and you're going to look, and you're not going to be able to find anything, just darkness. And then this light coming in is when Yahweh Shai returns and brings that light. And we're going to get those new bodies and have the mind to understand everything. Okay? 2/3 are going to be destroyed and rebirthed into the kingdom. And the remnant, they're going to be saved and have the full truth. They're going to have everything, man. The power, the truth. They're going to be able to understand the scriptures wholly and fully. And that rainbow is going to be full. You see that? And rainbow is nothing but the reflection of light. So that just means we're going to get that full light, that full glory, man. That full understanding. We're going to be able to quote the Bible like the back of our hands, man. It's just going to be implanted in us, man. And that's what this black rainbow could be representing, and people are just overlooking it, man. This famine of the word is getting ready to come. We're living in this time right now where you still have time, that dim rainbow. We still have time. You know, the prophets are still out there preaching, teaching and preaching on the highways and byways, man. Even on the internet, the unicorn. They're using it to the best of their ability to push forth this truth and push the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh's going to lead his elect to these men who are preaching. That's why the rainbow's dim, because it's only for a few people. It's not for everybody to see. Hence why you could barely see it. Then that famine comes, rainbow's gone, just darkness. All of you who didn't get it, you're cooked. And then that full rainbow comes in. The men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are going to be put in their glory and reign with Yahweh Shai. And that full light's going to come into effect. Those men's faces are going to glow with this truth, man. Right? And I pray that this was edifying. Pray that you understood this omen, or what I believe to be an omen, and a beautiful Yapa omen of what's coming, the famine of the word. And with that, shalom.